1.3 live stream time, baby. My chat, you're literally counting down the seconds till it starts. I love it here. Oh, we're gonna get the owl again. I heckin' love the owl. Here we go. This program is brought to you by the Inter-Astral Peace Corporation. Oh no.
It's fortunate I could make it. My divination results predicted you making a fool of yourself.
Oh.
The show is about to start. Make sure you remember these words. You wouldn't want to tarnish the Xianzhou's reputation now, would you?
Bro, I thought that was Ting Yun for a second.
No, Master Diviner.
After me. Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant Leap.
Fulgurant
Epical
Leap.
Spectrum.
Apical Spectrum.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle.
The Swarm Disaster.
Diagon Alley.
The Swarm Disaster.
Audience.
Audience.
Hi.
Not bad. Make sure you recite them a few more times.
Master Diviner?
We're watching.
What is it now?
How do you say this one?
High Cloud Quintet.
It's Imbibitor Lunae. Oh, trailer. Instant. Okay, come on. Story, please.
We honor those who have passed on.
I'm turning it up.
We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars.
Wait, there's no way she's actually dead.
Shine brightly among them.
Before you leave, please make time to recuperate.
It really didn't feel like she died.
Cloud Night matters. Farewell for now.
Oh, here she is. Let's see if it called back.
All things in this world have their laws.
Ooh, the music. Okay.
You know that I'm a descendant of the Lawfu Vidyadhara. You witnessed my secret strength, as March would call it.
Yeah. Yeah. The secret strength, baby. God, it looks so cool.
See, we added a few things to the simulated universe.
Wait.
Stephen Lloyd thinks this is a big achievement.
More? Ah, new curios.
Simulated universe. The Swarm Disaster.
Ooh. Holy. Oh yeah, Lynx as well. Wait, I wonder if we'll get a free Lynx then, if she's part of Simulated Universe. If Lynx is part of Simulated Universe. Oh, a code already. Okay, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. I'm kind of hyped for the Simulated Universe stuff. They seem to be updating Simulated Universe every single patch, pretty much, chat. Which is interesting. But I couldn't tell from that if we're going to get like a full main story update or if it's just going to be like story quest stuff. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said before, this is going to give me an indication of if Star Rail is going to be like a major thing that I look forward to a lot. If they stick to the pattern that they've currently done, where it is like main story and then no main story, and then main story and then no main story again like that, like every 2 months or every 12 weeks we get a main story, then I'm not going to be that interested. But if it's every patch, then yes, I love the story in this game.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and you know the rest.
Hello there.
Welcome to the version 1.3 Celestial Eyes Above Mortal Ruins special program.
That sounds very...
As always, your good buddy Albert's here to bring you all the latest intel on the upcoming version.
Very familiar.
Today, our 3 special guests are...
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Wiedenheft and I voice Fu Xuan.
What's up, guys? I'm Angelica Napanani, and I voice Sushang.
Hey, Trailblazers, I'm Nicholas Leung, and I voice Dan Heng.
Hell yeah.
Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. I gotta say, that trailer was loaded with details on the new version. Sarah, anything stand out for you?
Well, I'm always excited for story updates,
Say
but that
did.
last segment caught my eye too. The Swarm Disaster? Was that it?
It looked pretty intense.
I know. Did Herta upgrade the simulated universe again? My Trailblazer senses are tingling.
The simulated universe will be getting some significant updates in version 1.3.
They're doing a good job with
but
keeping the
that's
Sim Uni
related to the
updated, for sure.
program. First, let's take a look at the new characters joining the war. First on the list, and finally revealing his true power.
Imbibitor
have
Lunae.
Dan Heng, Imbibitor Lunae.
Or Imbibitor. I'm just going to keep saying Imbibitor, dude. Imbibitor just flows better for me. Let's see. I mean, we've basically seen everything already from the trial that we got, but he looks so cool, dude. God, he looks so cool. We haven't seen his burst. I'm pretty sure we have, and it was the special that we used
Oh, okay.
in the boss
So
fight.
March wasn't bluffing.
Pretty sure we've seen
Dan Heng
everything.
does have secret strength. But why would he suddenly reveal it after hiding it for so long?
Let's not forget he did get impaled. Yeah, I think if he'd kept it under wraps any longer, he might have had trouble staying alive.
Interesting how both Dan Heng and us
Desperate times, desperate measures.
got stabbed
Okay, it makes
before our
sense,
powers
but
came
why
out.
the secrecy up till then?
Well, to answer that question, we gotta talk about Dan Heng's previous incarnation, Dan Feng, a
True.
member of the High Cloud Quintet.
That's right. I'm sure Trailblazers will have noticed that certain characters in the story have been referring to Dan Heng as Imbibitor Lunae.
Yes,
But Imbibitor
indeed.
Lunae is actually a title handed down as part of the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder succession. The person they're referring to here isn't Dan Heng, but Dan Feng. Dan Feng was once the Law Fu Vidyadhara High Elder. He achieved great deeds for the Xianzhou in wartime, but ultimately committed an unforgivable sin.
Wait, but if Dan Heng's still alive, then Dan Feng's sin can't have been that unforgivable, right?
I think someone pulled a few strings. There's only one guy in the Law Fu who'd risk the Xianzhou's reputation like that.
True.
You win.
Is that what a little bird told you, Albert?
Mhm.
I never knew owls were so gossipy.
Oh, no. Jingyuan's
They just
not
sleep
to
a lot.
blame this time. The head of the Xianzhou Vidyadhara, the High Elder, possesses the power to transform into a dragon. The method of entrusting this power to the next head is a closely guarded secret, and the responsibility of each High Elder. We don't know the full story, but Dan Feng misused this method and sparked a terrible calamity. As a result, the Vidyadhara grew to hate Dan Feng, but executing him would have brought an end to the High Elder succession. They decided to use an exuviation charm, forcing him to reincarnate. Which is why Dan Heng is alive and well today.
The world of the Vidyadhara is complicated.
But
Very.
why would Dan Feng cause so much trouble? I suspect there are a few more secrets waiting for us down the line.
The allure of the unknown. But fear not, Trailblazers. A banquet of delicious secrets awaits you.
I love Albert,
Now,
dude.
Let's take a look at how secret strength Dan Heng handles himself on the battlefield.
As an imaginary type character following the path of destruction, Dan
Very cool
Heng,
abilities.
Imbibitor Lunae's specialty, is consuming multiple skill points to trigger an array of powerful abilities.
Yep.
Tapping the skill button enhances the effects of Imbibitor Lunae's basic attack, Beneficent Lotus, up to 3
God.
times in succession.
That's so many
Depending
skill
on the number of
points, dude.
enhancements, Beneficent Lotus becomes Transcendence, Divine Spear, and Fulgurant Leap, respectively. Hits per action and damage dealt increase with each enhancement. Additionally, single target damage is replaced with multiple target damage in both Divine Spear and Fulgurant Leap.
I can move my camera a tiny bit. You can see
Lunae's
pretty much
talent,
everything, dude.
Righteous Heart
I'll
amplifies
move it
the
to this
damage
side.
he deals as the number of hits per action in the current turn increases.
Sounds like skill point management is going to be pretty important for Imbibitor Lunae's allies.
True.
Hold that thought. When using his ultimate, Imbibitor Lunae deals imaginary damage to a single target and adjacent enemies, while also receiving a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
Wasn't that
Squama
the...
Sacrosancta can be used to offset Imbibitor Lunae's skill point
Other than the
consumption.
dragon, maybe. But I'm pretty sure the skill looks the exact same as the one that we had in the
It's
quest.
kind of a one-man band.
But that's not
Other
all.
than the dragon.
Imbibitor Lunae's technique, Heaven Quelling Prismadragon, allows him to enter a leaping dragon state for a set time. In this state, using an attack causes Imbibitor Lunae to lunge forwards a set distance and strike all enemies he
What's
comes
very
into
different?
contact with.
What about very?
Entering battle in this
I mean,
way
it still looks
allows
cool.
Imbibitor Lunae to acquire a set amount of Squama Sacrosancta.
And lo,
That's interesting.
such is the frightful power of the High Elder.
That's interesting.
Now that we've introduced Secret Strength Don Hung, let's move on to an old friend of ours, the Master Diviner, Lady Fu Xuan.
Fu Xuan. Let's go. We still need a jump button? No, we don't. HSR does not need a jump button. Okay, I'm excited to see her skills, dude. Because I love her design. I love her in the story. And that slow-mo stuff she did was pretty sick. So is she going to slow people as well, I would assume? Ooh.
Her first encounter with the Trailblazers was pretty impressive.
From high above, amid a hail of bullets, came the words.
Your every move has been foreseen.
Preservation quantum. Wait, she's
Okay, you gotta
preservation?
admit, her bullet deflection game is on point. But I wonder, how'd she fare against a Star Knot, though?
We knew that?
Yeah,
I don't
can't see
remember her
swatting
being
one of those out of the
preservation.
sky.
Fu Xuan might have something to say about that.
Oh, okay.
Our hexagrammatic position is fluctuating between the earth and water trigrams. What do we have to fear? Let us counter this menace directly with the might of the Xianzhou.
I'm not saying,
Oh,
I'm not saying she
translation.
wasn't. I'm saying I
Hexagram
don't
says, "Let's
remember.
do
It's
this."
two very different things.
I think the Divination Commission would benefit from having Su Shang as
They
a
announced it like a month ago.
Yes.
Again.
The omniscia on Fu Xuan's forehead is a mysterious instrument that allows her to calculate her every move in advance. However, the immortal bodies of the Xianzhou natives exhibit adverse reactions to external augmentation. While the omniscia may grant her incredible computational abilities, it also causes her pain and exhaustion.
Well, with great power, you know the rest.
Interesting.
That explains Fu Xuan's reliance on bubble tea, then, huh? I heard she drinks like 10 cups of Immortal's Delight a day.
no.
Hey, that sounds like gossip to me. What if Immortal's Delight is just heckin' delicious?
True.
I suspect
True.
it is.
Like orange. Well,
Though
this
I'm
is
sure
mango
the
juice,
sugar
actually.
helps. Running the Divination Commission and divining the fortunes of the Xianzhou, it's an exhausting gig.
Alright, Anjali's right. No more bubble tea gossip.
Oh, I love bubble
By
tea.
way of apology,
Show us the
how
scale.
about I treat everyone to 10 cups of Immortal's Delight after the show?
Yes! Now we're talking.
Let's talk about bubble tea there. It's time to take a look at how the Master Diviner showcases her abilities on the battlefield.
Yes.
Fu Xuan is a quantum-type character, following the path of preservation. But where other path of preservation characters mainly use shields for defense, Fu Xuan takes a different road.
Oh.
Precisely. After using her skill, Fu Xuan activates the Matrix of Prescience, which lasts for a set number of turns. This
She takes
allows Fu
damage.
Xuan to absorb some of that damage for her allies.
I love that. She's a paladin. She's a
When the Matrix
paladin.
of Prescience is active, it grants the knowledge effect to the entire team, increasing characters' max HP and crit rate. Fu Xuan's talent offers a variety of effects. Firstly, Fu Xuan can provide a permanent misfortune avoidance state, reducing the damage taken by the entire team. Secondly, when Fu Xuan's HP drops below a set percentage, she
Permanent?
recovers a set percentage of HP.
POV, you're Fu Xuan's enemy. Why are my attacks healing her?
That's not all.
She's a
Fu
paladin,
Xuan's
dude.
ultimate deals quantum damage to all enemies, but it also increases the frequency of her talent's HP restoration effect. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, Fu Xuan's technique can grant a barrier for the whole team that lasts for a set duration.
Oh, dude.
During exploration, the barrier blocks all enemy attacks, thereby preventing battles that would otherwise have triggered in this way. Her technique also activates the Matrix of Prescience automatically at the start of the next battle.
That's our Master Diviner. reliable, and determined.
Oh, that's cool.
No wonder she's got her sights set on the generalship. See, her style is very different to Jing Yuen's.
That's
But
cool.
being a defensive backbone for her team is equally respectable. And you won't find her guarding or playing chess on the job either.
I didn't say it.
We're moving swiftly on to our final character. It's time
Oh,
we
Lynx.
introduced a young girl from Bellaba, Lynx Landau.
Let's go.
Another Landau character. Okay, what do you do? Are you Chongyun? No. She uses an ice pick. Oh my lord. Oh, a healer.
Surname ring a bell? You got it. She's the younger sister of Serval and Japard Landau.
Yo.
Yeah, is it just me, or should everyone in the overworld be taking tips from Lynx? She's the only person I've seen who's dressed for the Eternal Freeze. Like, are the majority of Belabagians frost-resistant or something?
No, I'd say Japard is also dressed for
I think
it.
those geomarrow heaters keep the temperature relatively comfortable within the confines of the city.
Oh,
True.
so Lynx's winter gear is for venturing outside the city,
Oh, look
right?
at the little Lynx's
You
ears, dude.
got it.
Look at them.
Lynx has always been drawn to the horizon.
So cute.
The centuries-old records of Yarilo VI's vibrant past, the beautiful auroras described by her teachers, the heroic tales of the Landau family.
Oh, it's Coco's
All of it
VA?
pertains to the world beyond the city walls.
Hell yeah.
Where the Belabagians call the snow plains. Compared with her sister's enthusiasm and her brother's seriousness, Lynx is somewhat introverted and comfortable with solitude. She often ventures out alone into the perilous snow plains, which has allowed her to hone her wilderness survival skills.
Ooh, she's gonna be the world's smallest survival expert.
Now, she
Oh,
may be
God.
small, but she packs a punch. Let's dive right in and see just how powerful this Snow Plains Explorer really is.
True.
Yeah, Lynx is a quantum-type character following the path of abundance.
Is this our
who
first
provides
quantum
a variety
healer?
of healing for her team.
I
Her
think it
skill
is.
can restore HP to a single ally and grant them survival response for a set number of turns, boosting their max HP. If an
Interesting.
ally with survival response follows the paths of destruction or preservation, the likelihood of them being targeted by enemy attacks increases.
Increased enemy aggression? Guess they're not fans of whatever's in that tin. Can't say that I blame them.
It's kind of interesting, but I mean, I feel like Japard's is so high anyway.
Who's my favorite? You guys want to try some?
No, I'm good.
No. Can you forget about the contents of the tin? I mean, this is a useful ability.
I'll say this. Directing enemy aggression towards characters who can take a hit is kind of
Oh, yeah, I guess Blaze Destruction,
Does she
isn't he?
have any edible tricks up her sleeve?
This one looks safe for consumption. Lynx's ultimate restores health too and dispels one debuff from each ally. That thing's huge!
Okay, Natasha
I know.
who?
Yo, talk about a hard pill to swallow.
Wait, they just power crept Natasha.
Anyone? Sarah?
So
No?
hard.
Anjali?
See, I'm just wondering how she even fits it in her backpack.
Sometimes big things come in small packages. You know, I forgot to mention
It
Lynx's
cleanses
talent. It
everyone?
can grant a continuous healing effect to targets of her skill and ultimate for a set number of turns.
Natasha's
This
gone.
effect will further restore a set amount of HP to characters with survival response. Similarly, her technique can also grant a continuous healing effect for a set number of turns, but to the entire team. Talk about being a reliable healer.
Wow.
That's our little Snow Plains Explorer. We can all breathe a little easier with her on the team. Well, that concludes our new character introductions.
I thought it was going to
Next
say
up,
concludes the
let's take a
stream
look
then.
at the brand new 5-star light cones coming to the warp in version 1.3.
I want to learn
To
about
get us
story.
started, how about a Path of Destruction light cone?
Sure,
Brighter
it looks
than
cool.
The sun.
Yeah.
Is there anything brighter than the sun?
If there is, we should tell Imbibitor Lunae about it. Someone needs some vitamin D.
True.
Hey, come on. He's
True.
looking pretty good for a man suspended in chains. You know what I mean? Yeah?
Oh, I didn't notice the chains. Chat clearly did, though.
Fair point. Now, on to a path of preservation like.
Ooh.
Poor girl. Everything changed in an instant.
Thrown suddenly into an endless reliance on bubble tea.
Oh, speaking of bubble tea, Albert, any chance we can fast track that offer? Yeah.
No. Now, during the first phase of version 1.3 in the character warp, Epical Spectrum, Trailblazers can obtain the limited 5-star character Don Heng, Imbibitor.
I'm
Lunae.
surprised by those 4 stars.
In the corresponding light cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone, brighter than the sun, will be boosted. During the second phase of version 1.3 in the character warp, foreseen, foreknown, foretold,
It's all the
Trailblazers
little
can obtain
characters.
the limited 5-star character Xuan, not to mention the 4-star character Lynx, who will also be joining the warp.
Oh,
During the
it's all the
corresponding light
shorties.
cone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star light cone she already shut her eyes will be boosted.
Nice.
And that's all she wrote on light cones and warps.
It's
But
a
don't
little
leave
mini
just that
team.
now. More exciting updates are right around the corner.
I'm nervous. Don't we usually find out story stuff before? Oh, I'm nervous, dude. All right, there's the other code, chat. There it is. You can see it. I'm nervous that we're not going to get some big story update, dude. I'm nervous. Oh, God. Come on. Come on. You pulling for ill? Oh, Imbibitor Lunae and his light cone. I don't know who I'm going to pull for, honestly. I don't think I'm going to top up with monies. I mean, I might. I don't think I'm going to, though. Both BB and Xuan look really cool. And you know my thoughts on preservation already, dude. I love preservation characters, but I do need more. It's just building them. Listen, I need more DPS, but I just can't be asked building and taking 2 months to build every character, dude. Oh, God. It's such a chore. It feels like such a chore.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Let's pick up where we left off.
It is a Trailblaze
In
mission.
the preceding story, and thanks to the collaborative efforts of Jingyuan and Don Heng, Fantilia was banished and the Ambrosial Arbor crisis was resolved. And yet, as the dust settles, easing the fears of the citizenry becomes a new priority.
Oh, hell yeah.
Rightly so. Helping people get back to their old lives is a big part of rebuilding.
And more often than not, responding to a disaster is trickier than preventing one.
In version 1.3, the Trailblaze mission obsequies performed, A Long Road Ahead, will reveal a glimpse of the Xianzhou's recovery efforts. We'll also be seeing the likes of 4 new companion missions.
She ain't
The
dead,
Dragon
dude.
Returns Home, Total Recall, Farther Than the Snow Plains, and Mohashle.
In The Dragon Returns Home, we find Don Heng in the turbulent wake of the Ambrosial
Damn.
Arbor crisis. He must face up to his
Oh, that
past
was
life
Yukong? Was
and
it?
meet with the current Vidyadhara High Elder, leaded
Really?
by
Are you
Lu.
sure?
Meanwhile,
I'll
in
have to go
Total
back and check.
Recall, March 7th makes a big decision. Having witnessed the wonders of the Matrix of Prescience Ultima, she decides to ask Xuan for the Matrix's help in rediscovering her past.
Farther Than the Snow Plains focuses on the youngest member of the Landau family. Lynx returns from an expedition with
Ooh,
something
March's story
troubling
sounds kind of
her,
interesting.
And her siblings, Serval and Japard, are at a loss to help. They decide to seek the assistance of none other than the Trailblazer.
And last but not least, Mohashle. Wildfire member and Fight Club reigning champion Luca has returned to Boulder Town. He wastes no time in inviting the Trailblazer and Zila to help him in completing a special bout of training.
Ooh, nice cinematic read there, Albert. I'm getting goosebumps.
Hell yeah.
Oh, those names are so intriguing. I feel like these missions will answer a lot of questions.
Hopefully.
Like, why is Bailu the current Vidyadhara High Elder? And is March 7th truly as many people suspect?
This is hardly the domain of unverified rumors. Ours is a serious program.
Serious? More like bubble tea gossip central.
What does
Speaking
she
of
mean
bubble
by
tea,
that?
fine, I'll wait.
In our next segment, we'll be talking version 1.3 events.
Free Xuan?
Exalting Sanctum's Aurum Alley was once a hub of commerce and crowds, but has gradually
Wow.
fallen into obscurity over the last
Xuan's
millennium.
great,
The
Chad.
blink of an eye for a long-life species. And now, as the IPC's corporate interference encroaches upon the Laofu. The people sense danger and are striving to breathe new life into old trades. In the Aurum Alley's Hustle and Bustle event, Trailblazers are thrown right into the action with an opportunity to influence the alley's ultimate fate.
Wait. What do we need to do exactly?
Well, shops of numerous sizes can be found in the newly reopened Aurum Alley district.
What?
By arranging cargo shipments and planning logistics routes, Trailblazers can accumulate funds. These funds can be used to progressively revamp the urban landscape of Aurum Alley, helping it return to its former glory.
By achieving goals in this limited time event,
Oh, it's a similar-
players can earn self-modeling resin, tracks of destiny,
It's museum
stellar
again, but
jade,
different.
and 4-star character Xuan.
Nice.
Following this limited time event, Aurum Alley will remain in the game as a permanent mode. This mode includes rewards such as the Aurum Alley themed phone wallpaper, Ingenium Dreams.
What? That's something we haven't seen before?
What?
That's right. Phone wallpapers are a new feature being added to version 1.3.
Oh.
Trailblazers can browse and replace their wallpapers using the in-game
Cool.
mobile menu.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like you can
So
change the name
pretty.
cards for characters and stuff
Isn't it?
in Genshin. That's
All
pretty
right,
cool.
folks. It's time to talk about a big update to the simulated universe.
Ah, finally! I
How
thought
big?
for a moment you might have accidentally left it out.
The cheek! How could I, your humble living servant, make you wait?
I mean, we're still waiting
I
on
love
the
Albert.
bubble teas, so I'm just saying.
In any case, the update is the collaborative effort of 4 genius minds. They call it Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster.
Okay.
They completed a broad spectrum of structural renovations purely to investigate the fall of an eon.
The Swarm Disaster. Sounds like it might have something to do with, what is that eon's name again? Tazy something?
Tazeroth, the Eon of Propagation.
That's the one.
Huh?
Interesting. What motivated Herta and her team to research the Imperator Insectorum?
Ooh, I'll tell you. From the story so far, we've heard that the propagation once caused a major swarm, which spread throughout the universe. This eventually caught the attention of multiple eons who united to eradicate it.
I hate bugs.
This event involved more eons than any other recorded event
Oh,
in
no, we're
history.
starting the
which, of
Chimera
course, makes it an
arc.
excellent research subject.
So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. In order to delve into this complicated history, Herta and her team have developed various new methods of
Look at the lights.
exploration. In Simulated Universe, the Swarm Disaster,
thought that said
the
the coming
stage
trial.
maps will appear in a format similar
is this?
to a chessboard. Trailblazers will need to navigate through randomly generated domains and tackle a variety of challenges before making it to the deepest parts of the simulation.
I'm assuming these geniuses had more in mind than simply maneuvering around a grid.
Right you are.
What?
In order to simulate the experiences of different Pathstriders and resonate with the eons, a brilliant mind named Steven developed the audience die and communing device.
Oh, audience die? Oh, come on, Albert. That's not a nice thing to say to the audience.
Die as in singular for dice.
Okay.
It has to do with the eons bestowing random gifts upon Pathstriders. Before progressing each turn, use the communing device to roll the audience die. This will generate special effects for the current turn. These special effects might provide our team with powerful buffs or alter the chessboard
So
in
there's some
way,
combat,
or
some
even
treasure, and some
create
challenges?
further variables for subsequent actions.
Dude, this seems so cool.
The chessboard and grids are superficial. The true intent of the geniuses is to delve into the mysteries of the eons. Each exploration will encompass 3 planes corresponding to Imperator Insectorum's emergence, expansion, and demise. Trailblazers will
God.
encounter simulated historical events during these phases, and different responses will lead to different outcomes.
Fool's
But
Mask.
do these simulations really recreate the truth?
The official response is that due to the many historical unknowns, all potential outcomes are valuable. The data helps us infer the most probable truth.
And the
There's a lot of new stuff.
unofficial response?
Madam Herta said, and I quote, You can't prove that the past wasn't like this, can you?
How exceptional.
Ooh.
Undeniably a genius.
Madam Herda has also
was-
developed a path space for the express purpose of enhancing the resonance between trailblazers and their paths.
Bro, what?
As a trailblazer, every action you take that aligns with your path during exploration can help you to obtain path energy, leading you closer to the eons.
And what can we expect when we get closer to the eons?
Yeah, good question.
Once you have sufficient path energy, you'll be able to unlock specific buffs and the chance to interact directly with the corresponding eon, thereby uncovering their part in the swarm disaster.
Huh?
Okay, so we've been hearing those words a lot, but none of this feels swarmish or disastery enough to me.
Say no more. In the final domain of the third plane of each exploration,
The Chimera
trailblazers
and-
will encounter a brand new enemy, the Swarm True Sting. True Stings have the ability to divide and create more swarms.
I hate
If
it.
not dealt with promptly, the entire battlefield will eventually be overrun by the swarm. Sufficiently swarming? Suitably
Oh, I hate that.
disastery?
I hate it.
Yeah, okay, that's plenty. Gives me the creeps just thinking about it.
Permafreeze team.
Finally, upon clearing Simulated Universe, the swarm disaster, the brand new path of
Oh.
propagation will be unlocked within the Simulated Universe.
Are we gonna get propagation
What a roller
characters?
coaster. That's a big update, all right.
That's huge.
Big updates need big rewards. Take note. Aside from Stellar Jade and numerous other materials, the Swarm Disaster rewards include 2 self-modeling resins.
Those things are rarer
Damn.
than rare. Are there really 2 up for grabs?
You better believe it. And I highly encourage Trailblazers to give it a go. Next up is the Space Station Task Force event.
That was a lot, dude.
Revitalizing the space station is no small undertaking. If we want to speed things up, we'll need to enlist the help of a task force with special permissions.
Okay.
Watson has lined up all the assignments that require attention. Over to you, Trailblazers.
Over to you.
During the event, by assembling a team that meets the requirements of specific assignments, you'll be able to earn rewards such as Stellar Jade and character experience materials.
And as the message makes clear, there will be requests and assignments every day. It's almost impossible to finish them all.
Version 1.3 will also see the return of the Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events.
I think this is just every patch
During
at
the
this point.
respective events, successfully challenging the simulated
thank the
universe in
fucking
calyxes
Lord.
can earn you a set amount of double rewards.
Oh my god.
At the same time, version 1.3 will unlock 2 new Stagnant Shadow stages, Shape of Puppetry and Shape of Abomination. The former
Oh,
will
God.
drop Suppressing Edict, Ascension material required for Don Heng and Imbibitor Lunae. The latter will drop Nail of the Ape, Ascension material required for
Not the
Xuan.
8, dude.
All that too?
Oh, and I'm not done with you yet. Version 1.3 system updates are just as momentous. First off, after the version 1.3 update,
There it
the
is.
Trailblaze power cap will be raised from 180 to 240. Exactly the amount that regenerates in a day. Once Trailblaze power maxes out, a percentage of the surplus is converted into reserved Trailblaze power.
Ah, so in other words, if you forget to
This
log
makes
on,
me feel
you won't have
bittersweet.
wasted much Trailblaze power.
And here's something else. The 1.3 update will also bring changes to the friends and chat systems,
Oh?
which include being able to sort your friends. And Trailblazers not currently accepting new friend requests can choose to disable them in settings.
Holy shit.
Icing on the cake, you can now send emojis in chats.
Nice.
At last, bring on the pom-pom and March 7th emojis.
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Fingers crossed for some authentic boomer material.
And of course, we have the crowd favorite, Gift of Odyssey Chicken Rewards.
Logging in
Bro.
for 7 days gets you 10 warps. It might
Just
just,
say
be your
you're the
lucky
favorite
break.
child without
Suicide
saying
Mario
it. Just
Kart.
say it.
Last but not least, Honkai Star Rail will also be a part of this year's Gamescom.
And so will I, baby.
What
See you there.
surprising
Let's
updates
go.
await us? Watch this space, Trailblazers.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's roll out today's final redemption code.
I'm going for the entire duration. I can't believe it, dude. This is just... Honkai's the favorite child. Bro, the new Trailblaze system looks so cool too. So it works like, as far as I can tell, it seems to work like, kind of like Honkai Impact 3rd, where if you don't log on, you get the reserve power, so it automatically transfers over. But I think in Honkai Impact 3rd, you have to like do it yourself, right? Like 60 at a time or something? I can't remember. I can't remember fully, but I think it's going to be very similar to Honkai Impact 3rd, which is wild because you can stack so much res in there, dude. So much. And that'll make me log on every day. It will. It'll make me log on every day so that I can just stack up resin, dude. It will. Simple as that. It does make me feel very bittersweet because as much as I love Star Rail, obviously Genshin, I feel like Genshin is always going to be my main game and it could use so much of the stuff that they're doing for this game, dude, but I'm happy that they're doing it for Star Rail for sure. I'm very happy that they're doing it for Star Rail. Genshin still has a jump button.
Good things must come to an end, and so must today's special program. We've covered quite a bit about the 1.3 update. Any thoughts or feelings from our guests? What are you most looking forward to?
Everything.
Man,
It's pretty good.
so much to choose from, but for me, it's gotta be the characters. Don Heng, Imbibitor Lunae, Xuan, and
Honestly,
Lynx are all
same.
special in
And
their
the
own
Sim
way.
Uni stuff.
I just hope I get lucky with the warps.
And as for me, I'm super excited about the Simulated Universe update.
Same.
The new gameplay and story aspects sound brilliant.
Yeah. Well, since you guys covered the obvious, I'll go for something a little different. I feel like this version's quality of life enhancements are really good.
Nobody's
I
excited for
love
the story.
Trailblaze power cap increase and the new reserve Trailblaze power feature. They may sound minor, but I think they'll
I feel
make
like the
a
story
big
didn't seem
difference to
that
the
interesting.
experience.
Oh, totally. And I'm sure the gaming experience will keep improving as the updates keep rolling. Well, that's it for the Honkai Star Rail version 1.3 special program.
I feel like everything else
As
is more
always,
interesting.
Thanks again to all you Trailblazers for tuning in. And may our paths cross again soon.
Bye, guys.
Catch you later. See you next
That was
time.
good,
Bubble
though.
tea,
That
bubble
was
tea.
overall
Bubble tea.
Friday, a solid,
Yeah.
solid patch update, dude. 1.3 looks to be insane. Yeah, I'm very happy about